Season 12, Episode 3, in case you're curious.
Wow.
Not that bad, I tell you. Okay. Alright, so this one, I have to be very careful with how I say it. So, a little bit background. So, Uranus gets a lot of weird people coming through it. That was not the joke. What you're going to hear at the end of this monologue is going to be even more spectacular than that, but thank you for laughing. Also, I'm kind of moving this around like George Burns in a cigar. Anyways, got lots of weird people. They bring like their stuffed animals, ducks, cutouts of their kids who are shipped off to South Korea. Weird things. Yeah, I know it's kind of shocking for you because that might happen to you, pictures of you in the future. And this state has two pronunciations to its name: Missouri, Missouri. Missouri is a hypercorrection done at the turn of the past century to make it sound less backwards than Missouri. Not going to go into the socio-economical, political consequences of that change, but Missouri is actually closer to the original French pronunciation. So, back to the people who come through this place. One time, a doctor who happened to be a gastroenterologist visited Uranus. Now, of course, the main difference between a doctor who is a gastroenterologist and a surgeon who is also known as a colorectal surgeon is, of course, that the surgeon can use lasers and scalpels, whereas the doctor cannot. They treat the digestive system, both of them. So, this nail, we're finally getting close to the punchline here. This nail is about 2/3 of the size of the largest instrument that a gastroenterologist would use in the course of medical practice.
It's a big no for the trees.
Actually, down the throat. But that is not the most disturbing thing I learned from a doctor as they were exploring Uranus, Missouri. That is the punchline we've all been waiting for. Think about it for a second. Or better yet, just don't. Oh, and yeah, exploring Uranus is our slogan for visiting this area. Alright, so this sword is crooked like a politician. Some states, the governor served 2 terms. One in office, one in prison. In other states, they complain that this sword is not crooked enough.
Ah! Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Nice bit of buzz. Alright. So we've reached the point of the regular show, and now it's, more is more. So this one here is called, hey, watch this, hold my beer. It's awesome. It's dangerous. It's stupid, and you get to pull it out of my throat.
Oh my god. No. This one thinks.
And this one over here, or up front actually, I've got a sword that has a crayon on it where I draw a picture with it.
Oh my god.
So does anyone want me to follow either of those swords?
The crayon.
Sounds good. I'll get the crayon right now. Matter of point, no, it's not, there's not a joke on any particular branch of service there, but
No, it's okay. That way it's all just on there. I don't think you can pause it. It just stops. Okay, so there was no pre-warning.
so who said yes to this one?
She did.
Way to throw her under the bus.
I did. Bam, bam. Just kidding.
Alright, so fuzzy boots, right? Hold this, both hands from the bottom. What's the worst that could happen in Uranus? Have you given any thought to that?
No.
Think about it for a second. They could open a hair salon in Uranus. If they open a hair salon in Uranus, people dye hair.
Sorry about that. Hey, here.
Oh my gosh.
It's a mouse.
Oh my gosh.
We missed it. She had a sword with the color on it too. Is she colored on the paper? Well, it was getting the sword.
Souvenir.
That's awesome. Can I?
Does anyone have any questions? And yes,
Again?
yeah, it's,
Yeah, I think we walked up right after.
you walked up at right
Right
at
at
the
the
very,
end.
very end. So don't worry, we're doing it again shortly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.